Hmm. Oh my God, Melissa, I haven't seen you in forever. What a natural interaction this is.
Thank you, Jason, for being here today. I know you're going to crack us up with your humor and wittiness. Um, Friends, this is Jason Horak, and I met him at a studio that I was teaching at. Gosh, I don't know how long ago, at least 3 years ago, I feel like we met. And we were taking some level 3 classes together at the studio, and Jason was also attending some of my level 1 classes, and I just really resonated with him immediately. One thing that he said that I always shared with my classes was, you can make a class as difficult as you want. So you can go to a level 1, 2, or 3 and make it whatever you need in that moment. And I just love that. And I always share that with my students, that he said that. And he just studies all different sorts of mediums. And he is just a kind-hearted guy. And I'm so blessed to have him here today. So Jason, take it away and tell us all about you.
Skipper, you guys say hi. Hi. Hi, my name is Jason, if you've never met me. Jason Charles Horak. Jason means healer, Charles means manly, Horak is Czechoslovakian. So there you go, whatever that means. I'm 40 and I've been, how long have I been doing yoga? I don't know, it's a hard question to answer. How long have I realized I've been doing yoga? Ooh, easier. Because, I mean, if yoga is meditation, it's bringing the mind and the body closer together. I mean, anytime you went on a walk as a kid, you were probably doing yoga at a certain level. You just didn't have that name for it or classify it into this box. This is the box of my yoga. This is the box of my stretching for soccer. This is the box of me going for a hike. What are these things? These are all activities that bring the mind and body closer together, and yoga is the union of mind, body, spirit. So how long have I realized I've been teaching yoga? Since 2019. But before that, we all do things in our lives. We all, try to find some level of mastery in things or whatever we're working on in our bodies, in our like searchings, spiritual practices, whatever. So yeah. So then, like, what has yoga done for me? Oh yeah, I teach at like Blue Nile Yoga since 2019. I teach in a park sometimes. You can find me there. Sometimes at the Hayes Senior Center. Those are all good places. One time a lady stopped me in Berlin because I was doing a headstand in a park. So that was a bit of a class. So I could be anywhere. I was hiding too. I went to like a place that no one was, but she found me. So I did like martial arts, I did soccer, I did this and that. This is all like culminated into whatever. I'm still like, there's still breathing practices. There's still like, maybe one day I'll do a different stretch. Maybe one day I'll find something better and something really simple that I'm doing. But when I got into yoga, like, and I knew I got into it, like I borrowed a book from a friend at work and I looked at some poses and I was all like, nailed it, Let me mountain pose, stand straight, nailed it. All right, next pose. Okay, give me another one. Give me another one. Let me get all my posture cards. I'm gonna get all the cards. I'm gonna do a good job. I learned my headstand. I learned how to do my crow. I got all my little cards in the deck. My yoga magic deck. Yoga the Gathering is getting really powerful. And I then was like, okay, well, like I watched some videos, I learned this and that, and I had a really good like emotional video one day. Like I do the poses and I do this and that, and whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm doing, and there's a physical aspect to it. But I actually got like emotional that day, and it was yoga with Adrian class, and it was like day 8 of something. So now I'm committing to doing something for 8 days, or more 30 days. But I committed for 8 days in a row, but I was on the 30-day path in my mind. And the lesson is like I choose, and it's like how we think of 20 different options of life that could happen, and I get so bogged down in all the things that can happen, I'm not choosing and living to doing the thing I need to do. So as soon as you say you choose something out of all the life is a tapestry of threads. You could do so many things in your life. But after you choose something, you don't think about all the other threads anymore. You say, this is my thing. As soon as you choose that, you're done deciding about what is the best thing to do. You just keep doing that thing. And it landed on me. And I was like, holy crap. Like I thought I was just doing downward dog, but there's something else going on right there. And then moving into a place saying like I choose, and like once I choose to do that movement, that's done. So now my movement isn't a factor of other movements I was doing. And that's could be in the yoga practice, that could be in your life, or that could be how you think about things once you know, whatever goes throughout it. That's why it works. So that happened. And then I was like, ooh, I'm in a good place, like physically, like I felt good, mentally strong. I was like, I'm going wrestling, you know, because I got some people that I do like that kind of stuff with, and I was in a good place. And I had a great day. Things were working. I was in the flow zone. I was doing cool moves without a lot of effort. And I got tired near the end, but it was so good. I took a break and I did one more. I was like, no, I'm doing one more because things are so good, right? And this is like, I mean, you're tired after an hour of wrestling. You're like sweaty and it's bad, you know, like. But I was like, one more because it'd been so much fun, and I did something to the guy and it went really awesome. And I was like, yes, I knew it. I knew I had one more. I'm doing really good. And then something happened, like a horrific accident, and my like right knee got shredded. And like I thought I could walk it off after 5 minutes, and that was not true. And then 5 more minutes I stayed there, and then they brought me ice, and then I like basically had a couple guys carried me in my car, and I was using like an umbrella as a something to try to skitter around my garage to get in. You know, it was like not good. It was very bad. And so I hurt my knee. So now all the things I've been doing that give me all this peace and like balance in my life, like the my running and my wrestling and my biking, all these. That's all these are not happening. They're over. They're done for sure. Like I'm not doing them for a while. Get the MRI, get this, you know, whatever surgery, but like it does. That stuff's over. You know, that's not happening right now. And I had been doing like one yoga class at work, um, but like there was a certain amount where I would go in there and like I could do headstands and whatever. So there's a bit of an ego thing, right? Like, yeah, you're doing your practice, but there's also a certain amount of style. And but the lady was like really good. She actually really taught me a lot of things. And it wasn't like she was about that, but if you had ability, she would show you things. Mary Jones, she was wonderful. But like once I had my knee surgery scheduled, I had a brace and this and that, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to yoga on Thursday. Like I can't do anything else. I can't straighten my leg, but I will lay down in like half a child's pose and I will just do whatever I can do. And if I sit there the whole time or if I lay there the whole time, like that's fine. But all these other things I can't do at all. Really. I could sit in a chair and watch people wrestle, which is mental, but it's different. But this I could do. So I did that. And later on, my teacher told me that was the first day that she actually knew that she liked me, because up to that point, she wasn't sure if everything I was doing was ego driven. So, blah, blah, blah. Have the surgery, sitting on my couch, feeling sorry for myself, taking my pain pill every 6 hours, doing my little ice, whatever. Again, I can't do all the things I like. YouTube. I watch all my Netflix. I'm good. Chair yoga. Chair yoga should be done in a flat back chair with a this and that. Well, I'm on a couch and I'm halfway sitting up, and this is where it is. So I'm doing the chair yoga. Whatever we do in there, I'll do as best I could. And then as I began to do it, I truly adjusted because I found something a little more like stable and less like crappy for my body, because I was like, well, if I'm doing it, I'm gonna do it right. But I did it on a couch and it was just okay. But it was something. And then I did it like the next day, or maybe I did it twice a day. I had plenty of time. I was on a couch. It was like Christmas vacation. There was nothing to do. So then, like from that, like all my real yoga that I consider started from that point. And then, you know, like, and I believe truly, I was like, oh man, that thing where I could put my leg up and balance on two hands and that shit ain't ever gonna happen again. Like that moment I had, I wish I had appreciated it more, because it could have been gone and it might never come back and never be that good again. And then the truth is that it's better than it ever was in a lot of ways. It's different, but it's better in so many more substantial ways than it. So that healing happened or whatever as the journey. It didn't happen all at once though, because I remember starting to get back into the practice, and I did the yoga with Adrian for 30 days again, and I got back to day 8. I choose like 6 months later. 6 months later. And man, if you think it was emotional the first time, now I had all that life and I got right back to the same chapter in the book. And man, and now it's like when you read a book when you're 15 or you read a book when you're 30, you're going to get different stuff. You're in a different place. So, and then everything from there forward. That is the yoga journey. And that is as much renewing hope as I got in my heart. So.
Wow. That was so good. Jason, I just learned so much about you, and we had 4-hour conversations. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all that. And I love, that was such a renewed hope story of being down and out and just doing what you can do and finding the true yoga. And I loved how you talked about going back to the same exact practice and how different it was, because that's what it is when we come back to our mat every single time. It's different, even in the same exact poses.
Yeah, it might be different and it might be better in some ways, it might be worse in some ways, but in that moment, it is what it is. It's about the mind body trying to come close together and about working towards desire.
Thank you so much. I really hope to have you back. And we're so blessed to hear your story today. And have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.